A soft, strange wind, a low hum, distant echoes of howling. In the forgotten wilderness ravaged by frost, there is a sound. Sound travels by vibration through a medium such as air, hitting an object which then vibrates and makes it seem like the object is making the noise. And until next time, remember, some sounds can harm you, others will save you. Even when you speak, it is your throat vibrating, not your mouth, that creates sound. So every sound is a borrowed sound. 2. Some creatures have evolved to take advantage of this. The Arctic wolf has learned to mimic the sounds of distress calls made by its prey, confusing the unsuspecting polar bears into thinking they are being hunted by another polar bear. The mimicry is so exact that polar bears sometimes abandon their hunt or even change direction. The same principle confuses us humans too, especially when we are already stressed. Have you ever noticed how your phone vibrates in your hand when it is on silent? This is because the vibrations of your anxiety are being picked up by your phone and played back to you. It feeds off your stress. Sometimes these sounds are a danger to us, but they can also be used to protect us. If you listen closely, you may notice a low hum coming from within your computer right now. Most electronics produce a constant low hum, but because most of these sounds are below the range of human hearing, we don't usually notice them. However, recent studies have shown that sounds in this low range can improve our focus and productivity. This is why many tech companies are starting to use this to their advantage, creating products that emit a low hum to keep you focused and working. Our brains are always looking for patterns, always trying to make sense of the world around us. Sometimes these sounds are a danger to us, but they can also be used to protect us. If you listen closely, you may notice a low hum coming from within your computer right now. Most electronics produce a constant low hum, but because most of these sounds are below the range of human hearing, we don't usually notice them. However, recent studies have shown that sounds in this low range can improve our focus and productivity. This is why many tech companies are starting to use this to their advantage, creating products that emit a low hum to keep you focused and working. Our brains are always looking for patterns, always trying to make sense of the world around us. Not quite human, not quite animal. Calling your name from behind the trees, mimicking, mocking, remembering. Some say it is just the wind, but those who have wandered far know the truth. The elders of the northern tribes whisper of this. The voice of the mirror, a creature born of the breath of the first liar, a cursed beast that speaks only borrowed languages. They say he walked among humans, but lost his form from too many stolen voices. Now he wanders between dimensions, feeding on echoes of sorrow and confession. He does not roar, he speaks, with your mother's voice, your lover's. Your owner hunter claimed to have heard his deceased brother calling him from the snow. He followed the voice for days, ignoring the warnings of villagers who knew the tale of ice. They found only his shoes, perfectly arranged on the edge of a frozen lake. Some Arctic predators have evolved to make strange sounds. The Arctic wolf, under certain acoustic conditions, can mimic tone and rhythm disturbingly close to human intonation. Researchers once recorded what sounded like a child crying for help, only to discover later that it was a lone dog wandering on the ice. There are stories from remote locations of howls matching the last words of missing expedition members. Even the breathing, the stutter, the name. Perhaps it is coincidence, but nature is often more unnatural than we care to believe. What is more terrifying? The beast lurking in the dark, or the one pretending to be you. We fear monsters with claws, but we ignore those that mimic our minds, our doubts, our regrets, our voices echoing in the void. This creature, this obstructing mirror, is a metaphor for the masks we wear, and the parts of ourselves we no longer recognize. It does not hunt flesh, it hunts identity. So, the next time you hear your name whispered in the silence, don't answer, don't follow, don't trust the voice, even if it sounds like home. Because in the silence behind the snow, there is something listening, something learning, something becoming you. And now we must listen to the sound behind this story. 1. All stories, all voices, echo. This is the first law of acoustics. We appreciate the support.